Genesis 3:16 through 21. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he will rule over thee. Now, what God's given judgment on woman. Um, Childbirth would become the most painful experience of life. Um, Women do this every childbirth, and they go through so much pain. They also have joy when the baby comes out and it's through. The desire shall be for the husband. Women, unless some sin causes them to change their mind, looks for a man to be over them, to lead them, and them to follow. This isn't saying women aren't independent, but in a way they're not meant to be of a man. This isn't to say man should dictate to a woman, because I don't believe that's the way God intended it. God don't dictate to us. He doesn't force us. We willingly follow. And man's called to lead woman out of love. And this love leadership is what women look for. And if the love's there with the leadership, then it's the type of man she should follow. And that's the way God intended it. But there's corruption with that because of the fall. And Adam said, and unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, hast eaten the tree of which I command thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow thou shalt eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns and thistles shall bring forth from the ground. To thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return into the ground. For out of what thou wast taken, for dust thou art, and dust thou return. This at the end I'll cover first. It's talking about how Adam was made from the dust of the ground. So in death, he was going to decompose and come dust again. Although we as people today are not dust put together, we still share the same fate of Adam. Our bodies will decompose and become dust, part of the ground again, because of this. Now the other part, work. Adam had work before the fall, but I don't believe there's thorns, thistles, things that made his job to tend the garden very hard. This is also showing that men should lead by providing for their family. This is not saying women shouldn't work. Today's society, sometimes that's a must. Today's society, sometimes a man isn't willing to step up. But biblically, we as men should be working. If there's one working in the household, then biblically it should be the man. This isn't also saying man has no place with raising the kids, because biblically he does. But what it is saying is a man should provide for his wife if all possible and care for her because she's following him. And give her something of respect to follow by doing your duty as a husband. Even though that ain't gonna be easy now because there's thorns and thistles on the earth, you're to still go find food to bring back to her. Because she's gonna be making babies for you and making the earth. Although that's gonna be a painful experience now. And that's the judgment on Adam and Eve. Unto Adam also to his wife did Lord God make coats, skins, and clothe them. Now this skips the part where he calls her Eve. I want to cover that real quick. I'll read it. Adam named his wife Eve because she became the mother of all living. Skip verse 20 for some reason in this. Um, Now Adam, because he was the leader, now gave Eve a name which showed his authority over her. It's also affectionate, saying that I know we're going to continue. Even though we're receiving judgment, we're going to continue on earth. Mother living. Not the mother of judgment. It's a message of hope. He saw hope with his wife because of God's grace. No, so God now makes these garments for them. It shows grace, redemption, blood, animal sacrifice. It points to the cross later. But also shows that we think we can put things on ourselves. We think we can do it ourselves, but we got to trust God. We can't get salvation ourselves. We can't do this without life without God leading us. We need to just trust Him, seek Him, obey Him.